Do you not believe that you should have more followers with so much beauty that you have? What are you doing wrong? The one thing that was really exciting was hitting 100,000 on TikTok.
That was a major thing.
And there I was like, whoa.
Or try to be as happy or to feel genuine happiness in moments in life. Because I don't believe...
Yeah, but where does that stem from?
From doing things.
This guy texted me about love life.
Tell us about your love life, Maria.
I will never go on a first date and be happy to split the bill. Sorry, no.
In this crazy different environment, exotic. And I remember walking there, we were like, what is this place?
I just think that is way too much pressure to put on yourself unless you're being a hypocrite and you feel like a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's a different story. I was sharing a lot about body positivity, but then I learned a different word that for me made way more sense. And it's body neutrality. Have you ever heard about it?
It's not okay to call someone out for being fat, but it's okay to tell a girl to go eat a burger.
It's definitely not okay.
You know, if you see that someone is having issues with their weight and you're an actually close person, to check on them.
Yeah.
Don't be in their face, but check on them. Make sure they're okay. Hi, Olivia.
Hi, Maria.
Are you ready?
I'm definitely ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm always ready. I'm born ready.
I feel like that's our introduction nowadays. Hi, Maria. Hi, Olivia.
Yeah, we really need to think of a good one.
Yeah, but for now we can have that one. I cannot come up with any other idea. Can you?
Also, I don't know. When we get into it, it's so easy. It's fun. We don't have to think much. But in the moment you sit down to start, you're like, how do I start this?
Yeah, suddenly it becomes awkward. Yeah, same. So welcome back to another episode of
Ice Latte Girls with Olivia Constantinides
and Maria Gojkovicc.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. I said our surnames this time.
Whew.
So today we said we would be responding to questions. And I texted you 3 days ago and I was like, oh, let's both post a Q&A on Friday on our Instagram story so we can have questions.
And who posted? You. And who posted not? You. You.
I'm starting to seem like the unreliable person here. In my defense, she didn't remind me. In my defense, it's not your duty to remind me. Yeah. But I got off work really late yesterday and then I went straight to Pilates and then I just forgot.
No, it's fine. I forgive you.
But I planned everything else.
And you did post actually now and you got
and
some
I posted
questions.
an hour ago and I got a few. Not that many, but some of them are really funny.
Yeah. Should we start already with the funny ones? I'm very, very curious to see what kind of question do people ask you?
It's in Greek, but I'll translate it.
Yeah.
It is hilarious. It's from a dude. So...
Okay, I'm really curious to see what it is.
Do you not believe that you should have more followers with so much beauty that you have? What are you doing wrong?
Okay. It's kind of like a compliment, but also not at all.
What do I even respond?
What is even the answer to that kind of question?
Wait. I have a response.
Thumbs up for anyone who's listening. She's just giving 2 thumbs up.
I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. What are we doing wrong?
Honestly, it's really weird. Well, I'm not very active, but
yeah.
I mean, I never really cared, to be completely honest with you. I never really went in and checked how many followers do I have. I don't know. It was never really a thing for me. It was something that blew up accidentally. I was having fun on TikTok. My friends were doing it in America. I really wanted to do the skits, the dances. I wanted to be a part of it. I love sharing stuff about makeup, about beauty, my Pilates videos. It's stuff that I just, like a normal person, you know, on social media shares their life. I just like sharing certain parts of my life. And it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
So I was never like, okay, the one thing that was really exciting was hitting 100,000 on TikTok.
That was a major thing.
And there I was like, whoa, like 100,000 people follow me?
Yeah.
It's weird.
And in the beginning, you got a lot of audience from TikTok to your Instagram.
Yeah. And most of my audience is based in Cyprus. Yeah. So I did, especially in the beginning, get recognized and people stop to take photos with you, which is me?
It's like
why?
You're celebrity. Where are the cameras? Paparazzi coming in.
It's weird.
Celeb moments.
So yeah, that was interesting. And I met people, I met you. Now I met Margaret, who is in the studio with us.
Yes. Hello.
Oh, by the way, we have guests in the studio.
Yeah, we do.
Shall we name them?
Yes, we shall.
Ramonito. that we have been talking about a lot.
Yes.
Your boyfriend.
He's actually in the studio here. Hi, Ramon. Hey. We have Diana.
Diana Themistocleus, my best friend, my PA, my driver. And now we actually have our first guest, which is Margaret.
Hello.
Margaret approves. Mrs. Pandofla. You guys might know her from Instagram and TikTok. She is now my new friend that I met from Instagram, like you.
Nice. Welcome.
Rita.Orlova? How do you pronounce it? Orlova. Is it?
Orlova. Nice.
You know, Orao in Serbian means eagle. Orlova, the eagles. Margaret of the Eagle is your name in Serbian.
Ooh.
Oh, that's lit.
It sounds very indigenous, like how they gave surnames in the past.
And
Nice.
eagles are a huge thing for us. It's on our flag. We're like, yeah. Anyway, that was my first question.
Wait, I want to pitch in and say, I have received a similar question like that in the past.
Really?
Yes, and I got really offended. So
Why?
I did not react the same way that you did. I was like, oh shit, it's true. Why don't I have more followers? No, but seriously, I started to think what is the things I can improve? And I feel like I have a big list that me as Olivia, I want to improve with my Instagram. And it's I've always said that I want to build a stronger community and focus less on the following base, because for so many years we've been focused on, you have the followers. And also you were getting brand deals based on how many followers you have and not based on the engagement you have. And now things are turning, and now they're seeing the engagement that's starting to happen a little bit more now and not just necessarily the following. So that has been my focus, and it's going to be my focus in the future to build a strong community, be more engaged with the audience, be more interactive. And I think that's what I think I was doing. Doing not wrong, but doing less.
I think the reason I didn't care about numbers, now that you said all this, it clicked. First of all, it happened accidentally very fast, first thing. So it's not like I worked super hard and had a strategy and a plan and this was my goal and my target and I'm reaching it or I'm failing at it. So first thing. Second thing, because I'm really aware of what's happening in the world, and I know that even Cristiano Ronaldo has fake followers, and Mrs. Kylie Jenner has fake followers, a very high percentage of fake followers. And a lot of the influencers and famous people we see, literal celebrities, have fake followers.
Yeah.
So this is why I never really cared about numbers, because to me, whether it's 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 or 1 million or 10 million, it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, and also if you provide good content, I mean, quality content, and you have audience who really are appreciating it, then that's good enough.
And I think people who care about numbers relate the number to their value. Like this guy implied, why isn't your value bigger? No, my value is not related to the number of people that follow me. It's an accident. First of all. Second of all, even if you're really trying hard, I think it's really important not to relate your value as a human based on numbers on social media or comments you get from people in life, or just in general external factors that have nothing to do with you.
No,
so that's my piece of cake.
And the next question?
You do one.
Okay, I think this one is a good start, a very light one. It's not a very simple one, which makes a lot of sense why they would ask that. How do you drink your iced latte?
Oh, nice. That's a good question.
How do you drink your iced latte?
I drink my iced latte with coconut milk.
Okay. Oh, just like that. I thought you were going to say.
Why did I lead it? Oh, I don't know.
It sounded like you had more to say. Okay.
No, because I was thinking, okay, backstory. Maria's coffee journey.
Okay.
I started drinking frappe.
Oy, yeah.
If you guys remember from the TikTok days, Dalgona coffee.
Oh, that looked really
so
yummy.
Anyway, I started drinking frappe, full milk, 2 sugars, and a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Basically a milkshake.
Wow, okay.
With a tiny hint of coffee flavor.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my introduction to coffee. Then I removed the scoop of vanilla ice cream and I drank it full milk, 2 spoons of sugar. Very sweet. Then, because I'm lactose intolerant, the milk was really bothering me. So I was like, okay, I can't really drink frappe with coconut milk. I switched to like those caramel lattes from Starbucks.
Ooh, very cliche.
Yeah, or like toffee nut latte.
I wonder where you got that inspiration from.
The syrupy, basic white girl.
Yeah, definitely.
Coffees.
Vanilla girls.
Yeah, such a vanilla girl.
Yeah.
So that was it. And then I was like, okay, I really do not need the extra sugar to be drinking in my diet because I eat a lot of sugar. Not necessarily processed, but I consume a lot of glucose.
Yeah, okay.
And I was like, okay, let me just switch to iced latte coconut milk. I also did have a stage where I had Freddo espresso nothing in it. I went to say schietto with no sugar, but that doesn't work for me. It doesn't hit like that coconut flavor with the coconut milk. So that is the coffee journey.
So iced latte basically the thing that you came back to.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now with you, you're not a coffee girl.
Yeah.
And we're called iced latte girls.
Iced latte girl. No, honestly, I have never been that kind of person who needs coffee to wake up. Coffee has literally no effect on me.
That happens over a lot of time.
What?
Neither was I.
Okay, but like I don't know. I also had periods when I was drinking coffee. I remember in Tulum when we were drinking coffee almost every day in the first time we went there, and I was only ordering coffee because you were the one ordering coffee, so it was not necessarily for any reason. But it doesn't really do anything to me apart from like
the flavor.
Okay, I've never really enjoyed the flavor in that sense.
That first sip.
Yeah, so the only effect it has on me is like my heart starts beating fast.
Oh.
So that's also why
you must be sensitive to caffeine.
Could be. But when I do drink coffee, I do drink iced latte in summers, and in winters I drink a cappuccino. So, and I really like my iced lattes I prefer it with soya milk because I'm obviously vegan, but I had a really good iced latte. I still think about it until today. It was in Tulum at a place called Leif, I think it's pronounced because it's actually a Dutch place. And they made their most delicious iced latte with coconut milk, but it was like with coconut strips inside. It was very yummy. And oh my God, I remember waking up there and be like, okay, I want coffee because it was so tasty. So also hence to the name Iced Latte Girls. Yeah, you drink iced latte.
And I drink iced latte all year round. I don't like hot coffees. Very rarely when I'm really, really cold and I want my hands to get warm. So I'll be like, holding my hot coffee, but other than that, I will be shaking with a nice drink in my hands.
And also in terms of the name of Iced Latte Girls, which I think I didn't share my view of the name in the first episode, is that for me, when I think of an Iced Latte Girl, I think of literally like two influencers taking photos, holding an iced latte as a prop.
As an accessory.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. I identify myself as an Iced Latte Girl because I like to hold things. I feel like my hands are a little bit awkward when I take photos and videos. So that's also how the name fits into us, even though I'm not a regular coffee drinker.
No, for me, it was very much the concept of two like typical basic girlies drinking their iced lattes and chatting. So it was very much like the coffee vibe.
Yeah.
But
it's nice that we interpreted it in
very differently.
Different ways.
Yeah. But for me, that when you wake up and you're like, that first sip of coffee.
I want to have that, you know. I like
that came after a long time of drinking coffee.
I like the idea of having a coffee on the balcony in the morning with a morning robe and just sitting there having the morning sun. Like I like that idea, but
in practice, maybe matcha.
Oh, don't get me started on matcha.
To me, it tastes like dirt.
It tastes like dirt. Yeah,
Margaret's offended. I see her from my corner of my eye.
To the matcha's defense, I have not yet tried a matcha latte that tastes good. So I think depends on how you drink it and the brand, to be fair. Next question.
Okay, let me check. This guy texted me about love life.
Okay. Tell us about your love life, Maria.
No.
I can tell about my love life now.
I mean, we discuss things in general in different episode experiences and stuff. There's nothing significant
and we're gonna
to
talk
discuss
about
right
it
now.
I think we're going to talk about it in more episodes in the
I mean, it's not.
Sure.
I don't know. It's not like a question you can just respond to about love life.
And it's very like
must be Cypriot. This guy.
It's very general. Also, the question it should be more specific.
What do you want to know?
Yeah, there's so many aspects.
So many aspects.
Yeah.
So weird. Let me just ignore that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a nice question actually. What is the most important thing in your life, Diana? Not that you're a thing, but Diana.
That's cute.
No, to me, jokes aside, Diana. But to expand on Diana, friends and family. Like my circle is very small, and my ride or die people that I would kill for, die for, live for are the most important thing. I cannot live without my tribe. Yeah. My tribe is what keeps me going.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So
you? Me? I think apart from that, of course, I think it's for me to be happy or try to be as happy or to feel genuine happiness in moments in life. Because I don't believe...
Yeah, but where does that stem from?
From doing things. And that could be, for example, either hanging out with family and friends or do activities or just read a nice book. Like I see really like the value in happiness in small things in life. So that is for me what I think.
Oh my God, I have a second answer. Other than my tribe, number 2 is my reformer.
Yeah, that's also very good.
And number
stuff.
3 is my coffee. That's a joke, but
it could be
kind of.
You do you, girl. Whatever makes you.
Honestly, and because I live in Cyprus, my car.
Yeah.
But if I don't have a car, I have Diana. So back to number 1.
Yeah. Okay, so I have another question here then. Okay, this is more directed to me, I think, obviously. How do you deal with the missing your family part when living abroad? And that's a good question. It is, how do you deal with it? Yeah, I think it is, it's a good question. I need to think a little bit about it because I do miss my family, mostly, of course, when I am abroad, but because we have...
Who do you miss the most?
My...
And such a big family. Which sibling do you miss the most?
I miss them all equally, you know. No, but because you go on with your life, you have your own routines, your priorities, your things you do. So I get very busy. Like I'm a very like time optimist also.
So you don't have so much time.
Yes, but there comes moments when I can feel very like suddenly, oh, wow, I miss my grandmother, for example, because she's the only one that would not be able to come and visit me.
Yeah, but you visit her every year.
Exactly, but that's always on me then that I have to visit her. Or for example, my mom she comes over. She can come over. Knowing that they can come over helps a lot. For example, when we were in Mexico, that was so far away. And then
that must have been harder.
It does feel lonely many times. And I do feel lonely also in Mallorca in many ways because we are just starting up our life there. I mean, it's just me and Ramon now. But in the future, when we start getting friends and your daily routine is just not the two of us and our work, but it's also included with other people, then I do think that I would need to miss less my people in Cyprus, for example, or in Sweden. So I don't think there's any clear answer to it. I think it's just different for every person. And also knowing that you can visit, especially nowadays when they're so easy to jump on a plane, it changes a lot. It's not like in how it was before when if you were missing someone, you had to write a letter, for example.
Yeah, of course.
Or whatever. So yeah.
I've never been in a situation when I'm really far away for a really long time. Like the max I've been away is like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, it's different.
So it's really different. And at 2-3 weeks, I don't miss anyone. Because like I'm so distracted. You were with me. That's why I didn't miss anyone. Diana looked at me. So I'm not going to, I'll speak to my family. And now with FaceTime, where you can literally almost see the other person.
It helps a lot.
It helps a lot because you miss a lot less. And when it's a relationship, it's a little bit different because one of your main love languages can be physical touch and giving a hug and having that physical connection. But with family, like it's almost the same thing when you're on FaceTime.
And I also feel like with family especially, you're meant to spread your wings. You're meant to like
it's a part of life.
Find your own way, move to a different country, different city, different house, whatever. Like you will get separated mostly. I mean, maybe not in Cyprus. I mean, we live in the same house almost, which is also very beautiful. So yeah, and I think that I'm the part in my family who is the one who moved away. So
yeah.
That's just how it is.
But anyway, you were always kind of separated because some family lives in London, some family lives in Sweden, some family lives in Cyprus.
Exactly.
So you're used to it since a young age.
And exactly. And truth to be told, I think I'm one of the rare persons who is, I don't think you can take me as an example because of that. I've been, since I was a child, literally 5 years old, I've been either separated from my mom or from my dad. And I've been going back and forth to Cyprus every holiday from school. So I always missed either mom or dad. So at some point, I just stopped. I don't know when that happened. I don't know any more information
you get
about that.
accustomed to it.
Exactly. So I don't necessarily miss them, but I do feel lonely sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, but it will get figured out. I will find my way in the future, hopefully. But I will. I don't.
No, I think you're on a good road.
Yeah.
It's just, I think the busier you are, the less time you have to miss anyone or to
definitely
sit and think about many things. Like you're more in autopilot mode.
Yes.
Okay, so shall I go to my next question?
Go on with your question.
A moment in your life you'll never forget.
Okay.
Well, if I had children, I would say the birth of my child.
Oh, of course.
Because I do not have children, I will say the moment I got my dog.
Oh. Wait. Can you say the question?
A moment in your life you'll never forget.
Okay, so it's not like the number one moment. Okay, cool. No pressure in that sense for me. Then I can choose.
Just a moment.
I was like the best moment. Of like, whoo, it's pressure. Okay.
No, a moment in my life I'll never forget. My doggy.
Okay, I'm gonna only because I mentioned Tulum, I would say it. I remember when we just stepped on Tulum and we were walking there, and it was during lockdowns everywhere in the world, and then suddenly we were surrounded by people, by like normal life, and this crazy different environment, exotic. And I remember walking there, we were like, what is this place? We felt like so weird suddenly to be surrounded by people. And I think that's a moment I will never forget, because it made such a big impact, because it's also completely different cultures and everything was different from what I've ever seen before.
Yeah, of course.
So
it's like
that's something I will.
It's a bit of a shock as well.
It is. So that's a moment I will never forget. Yeah. Good question.
Ramon, moment with you.
I see him nodding. He's like, yeah, I agree. Okay, I have another question here. What about a woman making the first move?
I just personally prefer not to.
Yeah, you like the traditional way, don't you? Yeah.
I want you to be a man.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes men just don't get hints also, because I feel like women are somehow making the first move by giving like small hints to like open up
it's the
move the guy can make.
It's the handkerchief concept.
Okay, it's a name for it.
So the lady drops the handkerchief on purpose.
Bravo,
so the
that's the
guy
one.
can pick it up for her.
Yeah.
It's an actual concept.
Yes.
So yeah, I can make the first look and seem approachable, but I don't want to approach guys first. I have, but it was more of I don't know, like a hint so he can initiate.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I feel like the kind of guy I want by my side is the kind of man that has the confidence to make the first move.
Okay.
So it's a very crucial thing for me to have those traditional traits and that confidence. So that's why I wouldn't want to make the first move, because that means you're lacking important traits I look for.
Yeah, okay.
As simple as that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it though.
No, of course not. I can totally imagine like doing a first move if there's a guy that now, of course I'm in a relationship, so it's different. But like in Sweden, for example.
Have you made the first move?
Yeah, I think I definitely have.
Like what? What's the move?
I know, go up and speak to a guy. Oh my God, it feels so weird to talk about that when like Ramon is here.
Ramon's
Like,
staring.
Even though he would be like listening later, like if he was not here. No, but I think I definitely have. I mean, I'm also Swedish. Huh?
He seems like a cool guy. He doesn't seem like a jealous guy.
No, he's definitely a cool guy. And I'm not saying that only because he's in the studio. He really is. He's just like awkward. No, but like I'm also in Sweden. Things are very different. Like women are really like independent. They like their independency. They like to be also like to make the first move. They like to pay. They like to. It's just completely different.
Red flag.
It's just completely culture. And
I will never go on a first date and be happy to split the bill. Sorry.
No, but that's a different story. I'm not talking about.
You said they like to pay.
In general, like 50-50.
No.
Like 50 house, the groceries,
50
trips.
Appearance, 100 paying, that's your 50. My 50 is being there, your 50 is
the
paying.
parental leave also. Like it's very much in the culture.
I'm sorry, but it's not the guy that goes through the traumatic experience of birth, and it's not the guy that has a baby latched onto their boob breastfeeding. But also, so I'm not splitting any maternity leave.
No, but also they're not splitting it because they still get it. But women also, they really want to go back into work. It's because it's their thing. It's a very different culture.
Yeah, it is.
Than what you're used to.
And there's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Slavic.
Yeah.
A man's a man, a woman's a woman. You have your roles. I have my roles. You contribute one way. I contribute another way. We have the same rights. We have the same value, but we give it differently in different ways. I don't know. You take care of me, I take care of you, and just in different ways.
Yeah, it's just
different. How you were raised, really.
And also what you prefer, honestly.
But I think also biologically speaking, if we go back to biology, biologically speaking, a woman was attracted to a man that can hunt.
Yeah. But also biologically speaking, Vikings were also hunting women themselves. So it also depends on a little bit how...
No. I'm talking about literally cavemen, what you are biologically attracted to.
Yeah, okay, I don't know, but I cannot honestly say
I'm telling you.
Okay, tell me. Okay, since you know, tell me.
So biologically speaking, like there's studies about this. A woman was attracted to a strong man who can hunt in order to provide food and who can physically protect the family.
Yeah.
So she would seek protection and someone who can bring food to the table.
Yeah.
Because in order to have a baby with someone, in order to, procreate, you need to know that he can provide that safety. You choose your partner. I mean, even animals choose their partners, biologically speaking, based on certain factors, depending what animal, where they live, whatever. Most animals don't stick around. It's a whole different story. But this is biology. So if we put that into today's society, it is normal for a woman to be attracted to a man who can somehow provide safety and provide comfort and all the necessities. So that doesn't mean anything lavish.
No,
it just means that it's normal that you find it attractive for a guy to like take care of you and take you out and plan everything for the first day and cover the bill at least for the first few dates,
Yeah, but
I think that's nature.
But the whole dating part is a different thing. When it's like in the beginning, of course, I believe that man should pay in the first date.
But
100%.
later on in a relationship, I don't believe in equality in 50-50. I believe in equity.
I mean, 50-50 also depends, in my opinion, of how, for example, if he's super rich and
that's equity.
And I make way less, then we're not going to split 50-50.
That's equity. You do not split, like, let's say, you have, I don't know, you make 10K a month and I make 1.5.
Yeah, but I don't think that's how it is, though. They don't actually split it like 50-50.
Some people do.
Okay, then that is really unfair.
I believe in equity. Yeah. Everyone provides to the household how much they can. Okay. That is equity. It's very different because equal means you pay 50 euros, I pay 50 euros. Equity means we pay relative to what we can.
Okay, but I thought that was what it was all based on. Like based on what you 50-50 on
really.
What you have.
Because you go for a dinner with a guy that you're in a relationship with for 5 years. If you're paying 50-50 on every dinner and you make 1K and he makes 5K, or you make 5K and he makes 1K, is it fair that you're paying for your portion and he's paying for his? Okay. Is that fair?
I honestly did not think it was like that. I really thought that 50-50 means that you base it on your salary that you have.
No, because then it's not 50-50. It can be 60-40 or 30-70.
It's basically just on the term then. Then term is just be equity. Okay.
That's why I don't like the term 50-50 and equality. Equity.
Yeah, equity.
Finance bros.
Exactly.
So that's just our takes. You can agree to disagree. I don't think there's right and wrong in life. I think it's whatever works for you. And that depends on your culture. That depends on many, many factors.
No, of course.
And also even just personality.
Yeah.
Some people, like, if you go back to the love languages, people receive things differently and people express themselves differently. So I don't think there's a right answer.
No, all us humans are different in so many ways, in our unique ways.
Someone asked me about my nutrition and my workouts. My nutrition is, I eat everything. I try to eat 70% healthy, 30% not so healthy. So I try to keep balance. I tend to intermittent fast by accident. It started on purpose and then it just kind of became such a normality to me that sometimes I will break fast sooner by accident. I don't really count the hours and the minutes and whatever, but I tend to not eat for 15, 16 hours.
Okay.
Also, it depends on what time of the month it is, because when you're PMSing or during your menstrual cycle, it's not good to do 16 hours. You need more nutrition. So I kind of listen to my body.
Okay.
But I don't eat breakfast. My first meal is brunch. My first meal always contains glucose especially because I've been fasting, it's the easiest to transform into energy.
Okay.
So I like to have a date first thing in the morning. I like to have my acai bowl, more sugar oriented, but natural sugars, glucose. And then, I'll have anything I like for dinner. I'll try to keep it healthier-ish. I eat my salads. I eat my greens, my sprouts, my beans, my lean meats, everything.
Yeah.
I eat everything. I just, I'm not going to eat junk food every single day.
No.
And I work out only 3 times a week.
Yeah.
I don't do anything
And you do
more.
Pilates, right?
And I do reformer Pilates. I recently started dance classes for fun. That's just a bit of extra cardio. I will occasionally play some paddle or go for a walk or go for a hike, which is just, it's not really a part of my workout routine. It's just a part of my lifestyle, which I try to stay active.
That's good.
So that's pretty much it. I'm not the type of person that is overly focused on, I need to eat this and train this way to look this way.
Yeah.
Not, and maybe when I was younger, but not anymore.
Yeah.
I'm very much of, what do I need to eat to get the vitamins I need?
Yeah, that's good.
That
that's
kind of
what we all
approach.
should be focused on, like the nutrients.
I'm more focused on feeding my body well enough for it to sustain me.
Yeah, that's
You?
good. Me, in an ideal world or no? But
No, your reality.
Like we eat. I speak now for both of us. But no, but I.
Well, you eat together.
Yeah, we eat a lot of homemade food.
That is very
a
good.
lot. Like when we are in Mallorca, we cook a lot, or all our meals are homemade. And that's usually based on because we're vegans, both of us are vegans. We eat the lentils, beans. Sometimes we do a lot of stews, a lot of soups, a lot of baked vegetables, a lot of tofu. So we're trying to balance it all. But of course, in the past, it was once you become vegan, you suddenly eat a lot of burgers and a lot of pizzas, a lot of pastas. But then you start to evolve into okay, you want to go into more the healthy aspect. So that is mostly what we eat. And now in terms of workout, that's a different, no, but we did actually sign up to go to a sporting center in Mallorca a little bit before I came to Cyprus, a really beautiful place which you can do classes, group classes, and swimming.
What kind of group classes?
Pilates, yoga, I forgot the other names. What's that other? Oh yeah, posture, correctional posture.
Wow.
It was also something more with body pump, no, something like that. Circuit training.
Circuit training.
Yes.
Oh, that's really good for cardio.
Yeah, so we signed up for it, but our timing is always so good. We signed up literally a month before I was going to come to Cyprus, so we never got into it.
Yeah.
But in general, I really, really enjoy sports. I really enjoy doing things, workout, when I don't really feel like it's a workout, because going to the gym was never my thing. To go to gyms and stay there with weights. Neither. I love group classes. I love, for example, what you mentioned, paddle or dance classes, when you also have fun. And that's what I want to implement, by the way, now when I will go back to Mallorca.
And personally, me, because when I went to the gym, it didn't really feel good for my body. Whereas with Reformer Pilates, I feel like I don't have to think about it because my trainer does the plan for us. And I feel like it stretches me the right way. It strengthens me the right way. I've tried everything. I've literally tried everything available. And it was the one thing that fit for me.
Yeah.
So I'm really lucky I found that, because I struggled a lot. I tried so many things. And it's really important to be in tune with your body. And for some people that will be yoga. For some people that will be TRX, circuit training, boxing, God knows what. It's really important to find the thing that actually, because everyone's body is so different, that actually works for your joints, for your muscles, for your feel-good feeling, and for your personality.
Yeah, and also like, for example, going to the gym for me, like I go in there and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? All these machines.
Yeah, you
and
don't have the experience.
And you also have to do it the right way. So I always get overwhelmed when I go inside the gym, unless I have like a personal trainer who tells me exactly what to do, how much to do, and how long I should do.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for me. So that's also why sports, or like for example, Pilates, when you have someone there to guide you, oh, I love it. It is the best.
Okay,
So, yeah.
very nice.
Yeah, very nice question. Shall I go to the next one?
Yes.
So there's this girl who sent me a kind of like dilemma question-ish.
Okay.
That I think that we both can be able to talk through, because I also don't really know the answer to it when I read it. It's a really good dilemma. So it starts like this. You're a very vocal person on things you believe in, such as women empowerment, veganism, sustainability, etc. Do you feel like this is a role that you can also be a challenging, in the sense that you always have to be a role model on social media on the topics you have previously mentioned? For example, if you once showed a sustainability side of you, but then you ever find yourself thinking that you're not allowed to slip or make the mistake on things that contradict your beliefs. As I have personally been a very vocal person myself online, I now think of all the things I mentioned in the past and don't want any inconsistencies with my actions.
Ooh, that is a lot of pressure to put on yourself, girl.
Yes. And I can relate to what she wrote. In a sense of like, I have talked a lot about sustainability in the past. I have talked about like the environmental impacts that plastic has, that animals, like the animal agriculture has. And then when, for example, when I use a plastic cup or whatever, I'm like, whoa, am I hypocritical now? And like I understand what she means by this, because...
No, I definitely understand what she means. I just think that is way too much pressure to put on yourself, unless you're being a hypocrite and you feel like a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's a different story.
You know, when you talk the talk, you do need to walk the walk. But sometimes you're limited.
And not only that, I also feel like...
the world is not going to change overnight.
No, and I also think there should be space to change your mind also.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, just because you said something in the past doesn't mean that you feel the same way now. Yeah. And you should be okay with that.
Yeah,
and
100%.
That's something I've been struggling with myself, is to be like, okay, before I was, for example, when I started posting a lot about self-love, about body positivity, and I was like very vocal about it. And then I was in a time period myself when I started to feel like not so nice in my body. Like I felt it, and I felt like I was hypocritical by sharing about how to love your body. And now, of course, I'm back on track on how I was in the beginning. But you do feel like, I'm like, okay, who am I? You kind of lose your touch in yourself. And I do believe it's really important then to what you said. It is too much pressure on yourself. Like it is a whole...
let's say you make a post about body positivity once. That doesn't mean your whole page has to be about body positivity. Also, there's different types of body positivity. Me personally, I have had this conversation with you. To a certain extent, we disagree. I do not agree with the broad term of what body positivity has become. Yeah. I will not see an obese person and say, bravo, body positivity. No, I'm sorry. I will not applaud. 1 second, let me finish. I will not applaud someone for being obese, not taking care of their body, sitting on a couch and eating McDonald's every day and saying, no, don't shame them, bravo. Because we see a huge trend of obese influencers that talk about the importance of positivity dying. Yes. So for me, that level of extreme when it comes to body positivity, which it has kind of on social media swerved to that, is not okay. On the other hand, normal girls who take care of their bodies and have a bit of extra fat or a bit of extra cellulite, I think it's so important to feel comfortable in your own skin and not have unrealistic expectations from yourself. So yeah, I'm all for saying, yeah, it's okay to have stretch marks and cellulite. And I love that conversation has started. It just really annoys me when it goes to the extreme of justifying obesity and pretending like it's healthy and it's okay when it's not.
Well, how I interpret the body positivity part is that it's not about that we are like clapping to the person.
Some people are.
Okay, but that's a different story. It's more about the person who is obese. If that person feels really good and like is loving life. And
I don't believe that.
But I'm telling you, if they do, then that's the part, okay, good for you. Like
But you cannot physically feel healthy. Show me your blood test. I don't believe you.
No, but there's a lot of people who
I don't think, when you're obese, I don't think you can feel physically good.
No, but I'm saying that if that is that the person is confident in their body and feels, okay, that's the whole point of how you feel inside, that should be the one to be applauded by.
And I do think it's important that we all feel good in our own skin, but I think it's really important because I have friends that were overweight, that were 130 kilos and were pretending to be okay with it. And then they came out, they lost 70 kilos and they're like, oh, I feel a lot better. Yeah. And to be honest, I was pretending and I was trying to comfort myself and I didn't feel good. And not just emotionally on the inside, I didn't feel physically good. Yeah. My cholesterol was high. My blood tests were so bad. I felt so horrible and I'm so happy I lost weight. And there's so many people you see that lost all this weight and then they change the narrative. And I think it's dangerous. Yeah. To support.
I'm not saying that obese is then you're healthy. Yeah. Not at all. I'm talking about the inside. Like if you truly feel good, then good for you. But as you said, most probably
this I agree. Yes. 100%. Okay. And I think everyone deserves to feel good with themselves.
No, by the way, I was sharing a lot about body positivity, but then I learned a different word that for me made way more sense. And it's body neutrality. Have you ever heard about it?
No.
It's about, instead of like trying to love yourself, love the body you're in, a lot of people cannot actually love even other people and then have to love themselves. It's very hard. So instead of trying to love you suddenly, because you cannot suddenly fall in love with yourself, you're going to see it as appreciation, as respect. Like, okay, I have legs. Instead of loving your legs, instead of, wow, my legs take me, like I can walk, I can jump, I can go to work, I can go see my friends with my legs, my arms. It's like more about appreciating what you have on you rather than to love it. Because usually when we respect something, it's easier, but you don't need to love someone. You can still respect someone. And that you can even do with yourself. So why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
No, I completely agree with you. I was just thinking how I was at the gym yesterday and we were training arms and my arms are like the weakest part of my body. And we were training and I was like struggling and like on repetition 8, I was like, dying. And then we finished the workout of the arms and switched to legs. And I was like, and I was like, and I was like, I love you. Cute little muscles. And I was like, really like, completely not like intentionally thinking or like planned or like, I was also being funny in the group, but I was thinking, oh my God, I love my arms, my little chicken arms that I'm training so hard. And look, training so hard paid off. And now you can see the little line and the little muscle. So I think some people just naturally have that more innate. And you can love it or you can just appreciate it. I just think it's really good to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, to feel okay with it and okay with your perfections, with your imperfections, just okay with everything.
Yeah.
To just accept. I think a big part of it is acceptance, which you can accept and still work hard on.
Yeah. I feel like that's with everything in life.
Yeah.
To have acceptance.
I don't think sitting and accepting all my imperfections is a part of my personality. I will work to fix the things I don't like. Not in an unhealthy way of being obsessive and checking the mirror and the scale every day, but why not look the best I can look? It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's not my main motivation in life. It's not my main ambition in life. It's not my main goal in life and my main focus or priority. But I do care how I look and more so how I feel. And I don't do Pilates to be fit aesthetically. I do it to take care of my back and my hips and my body and my knees and my joints and all of that. But if along with that comes nice looking legs and nice looking abs.
Yeah, it's a bonus.
Why not?
It's a bonus.
And why not
That's
be happy about it? And why not look in the mirror and be like, wow, I worked for that. It's I don't know, it's a nice feeling.
Yeah,
and there's
of course.
nothing wrong with that.
Because you see it rather than like, for example, helping with the back pain. You cannot know in the future if you will have back pain. But when you get like results like, oh, you're starting to get a little bit leaner, you see it. So you obviously will feel
And you're so
nicer.
proud and happy. And, you know, like another thing we were talking about was like working hard to be an educated person and being applauded for things you worked on feels good. In that same way, being applauded on working out and having results is a nice thing.
Yeah. As long as you do it for the right reasons.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And, you know, even if your reasons are shallow, you do you. It's your thing. And as long as you're taking care of your body, good for you. I mean, you're not hurting anyone. As long as you're not doing things you shouldn't be doing to look a certain way, that's fine with me.
True.
But I think one thing with body positivity that I find a little bit hypocritical on social media is that people don't get so angry when you see a thin girl on social media and people feel way too comfortable to tell her, go eat a burger.
You mean that you don't see it or you see it?
It's not okay to call someone out for being fat, but it's okay to tell a girl to go eat a burger.
It's definitely not okay.
It's definitely not.
Definitely not okay.
But it's something I've been seeing a lot on social media, and people have been starting to speak about it more. And the same way, I just genuinely think we shouldn't be shaming anyone for anything. But the same way we get angry when someone gets called fat, we should get angry when someone gets told to go eat a burger, or when's the last time you ate, or why didn't you gain enough weight in your pregnancy, or why are you... No, just can we not talk about each other's weight?
Yeah, no, I agree.
But can we also not take care of ourselves? And obviously, like when you see someone is like worryingly skinny and you're a close person to them, make sure they're okay.
Yeah, that's why
because a lot of disorders are out
being the
there.
best version of ourselves should be our priority. I mean, in a way.
And take care of the people around you. You know, if you see that someone is having issues with their weight and you're an actually close person, then check on them.
Yeah.
Don't be in their face, but check on them. Make sure they're okay. Because I know a lot of people that struggle both with obesity and both with anorexia and bulimia and many very serious disorders that can be deadly in both aspects.
Yeah.
So
we could in the future bring in like some psychologist or something.
Or a nutritionist as well.
Exactly.
I think it could be very, very interesting because it's a very deep conversation that has so many branches to it. Yeah. And one branch is how you feel. Another branch is about how you feel emotionally. Another branch is how you feel physically. And then another branch is also how people perceive you and how people react and all the talk. So it's three very separate factors of the whole conversation. And there's more. Yeah. But I think those are some basic things that people focus on that is just like a huge conversation that can't just be covered in like a 5-minute thing.
No. So that's we can go on forever with that topic. But I think there's one question that I know that a lot of people want to know. It's what's going to happen now with the podcast, that they know that now that I'm going to go to Mallorca.
Oh, I love how we went from this serious conversation of...
Yeah, we need to wrap up
and
somehow.
And now we're like, what's happening with us?
Yes, but it's a question that just needs to be answered.
And it's a question we've been getting a lot. So what are we going to do?
Yeah, like this episode, while you're watching and listening to this episode, I am already in Mallorca. So what are we going to do? We have already pre-recorded a lot of episodes until I come back in May.
Not that many, but yeah.
Yeah, but until I come back in May. So it's once a week. So you can do the math. I don't know how many. I lost track. And and then after that, we will see. So you will be able to see us still every Thursday on YouTube, Spotify, all the platforms.
Have a little archive of episodes that Andreas is keeping track of. Yes. And then you will be back in May and we will be filming more.
Yes, and maybe we'll even do it on distance, most probably in the future, because we will be traveling. We will have our own schedules, and I will be living in Mallorca, and so that will be the next thing.
Or maybe we can come to Mallorca and shoot an episode.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Are you up for it? Only if I get to take Diana.
Yeah, if an airline sees this, definitely sponsor me so I can come to Cyprus way more often.
Or send us to Mallorca.
Exactly.
No, but we plan to keep it up.
Yes.
That's the point of the story.
We are continuing the Ice Latte Girls podcast.
Yes. There's things that need to be figured out. We will do it along the way.
Yeah. It's just very much in the beginning and we will find our way.
Yes.
So.
But we're still here every Thursday on Spotify, YouTube, anywhere else you get your podcasts.
Yes.
I'm still trying to nail that, saying that. And follow us on TikTok, on Instagram.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And there you will be seeing an episode every Thursday.
Yeah. Ciao, ciao.